Okay, now in this tutorial, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you I'm going to walk you through how to write a couple of really basic Java programs using Eclipse. So Java is a programming language and Eclipse is the GUI, or the graphical user interface, that we use to create Java programs. Eclipse is not the only one. Another really good competitor to Eclipse is one called NetBeans. Eclipse is definitely professional grade, not easy to use, but if we keep it simple, we'll be just fine. So this video is intended for you to work along with me, click by click, as you go. Alright. So first of all, double click the shortcut to open Eclipse, and it's going to ask you to select a workspace. In doing so, basically you're selecting where you want to save your work. I would recommend that you always let Eclipse ask you where you want to select your workspace. Don't check off this box, alright, and just always let it ask you where you want to save it. So just click OK and let the program load. Okay, so once the program loads, your screen is going to look something like this. You don't have this stuff on your left because I've played around with it a lot more than you have at the moment. Let's not worry about this screen. It's pretty complex. Let's not worry about it. The very basics are, these are panels. You can move them around, right? You can move them anywhere you want. Okay, move them in here. You could decrease them. You could close them. All right, and you could resize them, and then you could go window and you could go reset perspectives to reset everything to the way it was before. There's your 10-second, your 2-cent tour. Now, first of all, we're going to start a new program. So here's how you do it. You go File, New, Java project. Okay, and the name of my project is going to be Hello World Demo. All right. So don't worry about. Just basically leave all these options as it is. And yeah, let's not worry about it. Click on Next. Okay, and all these options here, let's just click Finish here. So when you're done, okay, you used to see somewhere on the right of your screen, you used to see Hello World Demo. Sorry, on the left of your screen. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to open this. So this little package here, this is your program. Each one of these little packages is a different program. So you open it, alright, and you see here, well, you have a source folder and you have the GRE system library, and you can open and close it just like that. So just leave it closed. We don't really need the details of any of that stuff yet. So inside your source folder, what you want to do is you want to right click it, New Package, right? And the package that I want here, I'm just going to call it Hello World. Alright, and what a package is, so within source, well, what is source? Well, source is your source code, obviously. And what a Java package is simply a way of organizing classes. So we put similar classes into your package. All right, and that's really all you need to know at this moment. Let's not get into too many details. All right, so inside of your package, what we need is we need a program. All right, and we need the main program file. So I'm going to right click this and go New. And go New Class. All right, and in this case, I'm going to call this one Main Program. Okay, and then here is use public static void main. Click on that and then click Finish. And here's my main program. Now, a quick little explanation. In Java, everything is a class. Even the main program is a class. This is similar to other programming languages, C, C++, C#, Modula, Modula 2, and whatnot. This is different than languages such as PHP, Visual Basic, and whatnot. In Java, everything is a main program. Everything is a class, even the main program. All right. So when we have this, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to minimize the screen. Okay, I'm going to minimize this one, and just to give me a little more real estate to work with. All right. So inside this main program, I have a class called main prog. Alright, now in Java, the name of the class must be exactly the same as the name of the file. Alright, a small little technicality there. If I change it to a capital M, alright, Java is going to complain immediately, and if you mouse over the X here, it says the public type main program must be defined in its own file. What that basically means is that, well, capital M main prog is not the same as lowercase m main prog, therefore this is an error in Java. Right? So make that a lowercase and the error goes away. So you want to notice two things here. Like I said, number one, the name in Java, the name of the class file must be exactly the same as the file name. Number two, Java is extremely picky. It's like that English teacher that picks on every single typo and grammatical error. Java is extremely picky with these kind of things. And thirdly, you want to notice that the errors show up as you type. So if I type in something wrong, like go main_program, you notice that the error will automatically pop up immediately. This is a feature of Eclipse. This is why this is so cool. Alright, so delete that and you're done. Okay, so main program. So inside your class main program, we have here a main program behavior, method, or function. Okay, so Java will always look for the main behavior, method, or function as a starting point to its program. Okay, so this is important. This is a lot different than languages such as PHP, you know, Pascal and whatnot, and similar to C and C++. All right. Now here we go. Now if this is a function, method, or behavior within the class main program, okay, these things, now what is this? Well, public you may recognize. Public means that this method is available publicly. It can be used by other programs outside of this file. Okay. Static means that in a nutshell, that this program, this function, can be called without having to declare, without having to create an object. Void means that the main program does not return a value. It doesn't return true or false, or it doesn't return a number or a letter or a series of letters called a string. It returns nothing. It just does its own work. Alright. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do here is it's a very simple hello world. And just a little bit before that, you notice here comments. You should recognize these comment tags by now. And comment. Okay, you see, you notice the to do is color coded a little differently. That's because this comment is a special one that that Eclipse recognizes. Let's not worry about that for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to output hello world to the screen. So in doing so, I need to type capital S YST system dot out dot print line. Okay. Dang. And you notice that it immediately I have an error. It highlights where my error is right after the brackets here. And if I mouse over it, syntax error, insert a semicolon to fix it. All right. Now insert a semicolon here, and then inside the brackets I'm gonna go hello world. Okay. So once again, in Java, everything is an object, a class, including the print function. So the print function is in a class called system out and print line, and this is what it does. You could kind of imagine what this does. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go run. In a sec. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run my little program. So run, and you see down here it says hello world. Okay, so this is my program running, and this is really that's really all it does. Okay. Okay, so at this point I'm going to call it quits, and I'll see you in the next video.